March 1st, 1692 was a busy day in Salem Village. Excitement and anxiety mingled in the air as the first 3 suspected witches were brought in for questioning. Welcome to Salem Witch Trials Daily. I'm Josh Hutchinson.
Hi, I'm Sarah Jack. In the morning, Constable George Locker arrested Sarah Good, and Constable Joseph Herrick arrested Sarah Osborne and Tituba.
Before the questioning began, Hannah Ingersoll, wife of the local tavern keeper, inspected Tituba, Sarah Good, and Sarah Osborne for witches' marks and did not find any. But William Good reported that Sarah Good had a possible witch's mark below her right shoulder.
Magistrates John Hathorne and Jonathan Corwin questioned the 3 witchcraft suspects in the Salem Village meetinghouse because Ingersoll's ordinary could not fit the mass crowd present to witness the hearings, which ran more like police interrogations than modern courtroom proceedings.
The magistrates took their own notes of what happened, but also appointed Ezekiel Cheever, son of Boston's schoolmaster, to record the proceedings. And Joseph Putnam also recorded his own account.
Sarah Good was the first to be examined. Judge John Hathorne took the lead in questioning her, beginning with a series of leading questions.
Hathorne asked, "Sarah Good, what evil spirit have you familiarity with?"
None.
"Have you made no contract with the devil?"
No.
"Why do you hurt these children?"
I do not hurt them. I scorn it.
And later in the interrogation, Hathorne asked, "Why did you go away muttering from Mr. Parris's house?"
I did not mutter, but I thanked him for what he gave my child.
Later in the examination, Sarah said she would say her psalms when leaving people's homes after requesting aid.
Under pressure to tell who it was who did hurt the children if it wasn't her, Good blamed Sarah Osborne.
Hathorne asked Sarah Good's husband, William Good, "Why do you say your wife is a witch or will be one very quickly?"
William said, "She is not in this nature, but is her bad carriage to me, and indeed, I may say with tears that she is an enemy to all good."
Next, Osborne was interrogated with a similar line of questions. Hathorne began, "What evil spirit have you familiarity with?"
None.
"Have you made no contract with the devil?"
No, I never saw the devil in my life.
"Why do you hurt these children?"
I do not hurt them.
"Who do you employ then to hurt them?"
I employ nobody.
Later, Hathorne told Osborne, "Sarah Good saith that it was you that hurt the children."
Osborne replied, I do not know that the devil goes about in my likeness to do any hurt.
This is important because there was a debate waged throughout the witch trials about whether the devil could assume the shape of an innocent person.
When it was Tituba's turn to be grilled, Hathorne lit right into her.
"Tituba, what evil spirit have you familiarity with?"
None.
"Why do you hurt these children?"
I do not hurt them.
"Who is it then?"
The devil, for aught I know.
"Did you never see the devil?"
The devil came to me and did bid me serve him.
"Who have you seen?"
4 women, and sometimes they hurt the children.
"Who were they?"
Goody Osborne and Sarah Good, and I do not know who the others were. Sarah Good and Osborne would have me hurt the children, but I would not. I did also see a tall man of Boston.
"When did you see them?"
Last night at Boston.
"What did they say to you?"
They said, hurt the children.
"And did you hurt them?"
No, there's 4 women and 1 man. They hurt the children and then lay all upon me. And they tell me if I will not hurt the children, they will hurt me.
Tituba's story that multiple witches were operating in Massachusetts, not only in Salem, but also in Boston, must have sent shivers down the spines of the people packed into that meeting house.
She then admitted that she had hurt the children, but only under the threat that she would be hurt even worse if she did not comply.
Why these witches needed to employ such elaborate schemes to afflict children, incorporating another person, is unclear.
Hathorne continued the questioning.
What have you seen?
A man came to me and said, "Serve me."
What service?
Hurt the children. And last night there was an appearance that said, "Kill the children. And if I would not go on hurting the children, they would do worse to me."
What is this appearance you see?
Sometimes it is like a hog, and sometimes it is like a great dog. This appearance I did see 4 times.
What did it say to you?
It is the black dog that said, "Serve me." But I said, "I am afraid." He said if I did not, he would do worse to me.
What did you say to it?
"I will serve you no longer." Then he said he would hurt me, and then he looked like a man and threatened to hurt me. This man had a yellow bird that he kept with him, and he told me he had more pretty things that he would give me if I would serve him.
Did you not pinch Elizabeth Hubbard this morning?
The man brought her to me and made me pinch her.
Why did you go to Thomas Putnam's last night and hurt his child?
They pull and haul me and make me go.
And what would they have you do? Kill her with the knife?
Lieutenant Fuller and others say when the child saw these persons and was tormented by them, she did complain of a knife, that they would have her cut her head off with a knife.
How did you go?
We ride upon sticks and are there presently.
Do you go through the trees or over them?
We see nothing but are there presently.
Why did you not tell your master?
I was afraid. They said they would cut off my head if I told.
Would you not have hurt others if you could?
They said they would hurt others, but they could not.
Hathorne questioned Tituba about what other creatures she had seen.
She said she was visited by cats, a red one and a big black one the size of a small dog.
Did the cats not feed from her witch's teats?
No, never yet. I would not let them, but they had almost thrust me into the fire.
What attendants hath Sarah Good?
A yellow bird, and she would have given me one.
What meat did she give it?
It did suck her between her fingers.
Did not you hurt Mr. Corwin's child?
Goody Good and Goody Osborne told that they did hurt Mr. Corwin's child and would have let me hurt him too, but I did not.
This presumably was a reference to Magistrate Jonathan Corwin's son, George, who had been kicked severely by a horse at age 6 and nearly drowned around the age of 9. Hathorne kept on with the questions. What hath Sarah Osborne?
Yesterday she had a thing with a head like a woman, with legs and wings.
What else have you seen with Goody Osborne?
Another thing hairy, it goes upright like a man. It hath only 2 legs.
Did you not see Sarah Good upon Elizabeth Hubbard last Saturday?
I did see her set a wolf upon her to afflict her.
The persons with this maid did say that she did complain of a wolf.
I also saw a cat with Good at another time.
What clothes doth the man go in?
He goes in black clothes, a tall man with white hair, I think.
How do the women go?
In a white hood and a black hood with a top knot.
Do you see who it is that torments these children now?
Yes, it is Goody Good. She hurts them in her own shape.
And who is it that hurts them now?
I am blind. I cannot see.
After Tituba was questioned, she and Sarah Osborne were taken to Salem jail, while Sarah Good, who was to be placed in Ipswich jail, spent the night under guard at the home of Constable Joseph Herrick, who was distantly related to her.
Salem Village residents held a meeting and appointed Captain John Putnam and Jonathan Putnam, his son, to send a petition to the general court pressing for separation from Salem Town.
And the Salem Village meeting appointed Daniel Andrews to go to Salem Town and decline the town's offer, which would have exempted villagers from maintaining town roads in exchange for the village maintaining its own poor.
All this is happening at the same time. William Allen and John Hughes saw some sort of beast. When they approached, the beast transformed briefly into Tituba, Sarah Good, and Sarah Osborne, who quickly dematerialized.
Elizabeth Hubbard reported that Sarah Good's specter was afflicting her. With his cane, Samuel Sibley struck at the place where Elizabeth said the specter was, and she claimed that Sibley had nearly killed the supposed witch.
Sarah Good escaped from her guards and cut her arm. Failing to get anywhere, she returned herself to custody.
Thank you for listening. There's going to be a lot more action in the coming days, so stay tuned.